The chiseled host addressed his patrons as a party siren blasted twice in the background.
Oh my god! Rex Tillboy and Ricky T's For You 420 just gave me another 20 bucks! Woohoo! You dogs are mad dogs!
Anjali found it difficult to contain her excitement in the bedroom. Her uncle was down the hall, passed out drunk, and her brother was asleep in the bed across the room. A gnarled charging cord snaked under his mattress into the laptop's port, a convoluted path through Pepsi cans, insect exoskeletons, and in the corner, a dead rat.
Aight. What should I drink next?
Anjali started typing immediately. She was on fire tonight. Ricky's eyes fell to read the comments on the screen.
Angie, honey girl, that's hilarious! Everything! We're gonna party good tonight! Woo!
She clicked the donate button twice, and $40 left her uncle's bank account. The party horn blared, and the chat window exploded with new comments while Ricky flexed his biceps and rotated his crisp ball cap. He licked his perfect teeth, exposed like plate glass windows into a vacant building. Anjali remembered the first day she saw Ricky. She was homesick from school after eating raw meat. There was a writhing fist of coal scratching out of her stomach, and every few minutes the mounting pressure and panicked quakes sent her to sobs. She needed distraction. Saved on his laptop, her uncle had folders of pornography and expired listings for military swords. And there, hidden among endless characters of website garble, was a single tantalizing word. Party! The website banner was a collage of male torsos and winking fellas. Beside them, age, height, body mass index, party tricks. She clicked profile after profile, but seemed to be joining a party concluding or replaying video filmed 2 years ago in Ukraine. It wasn't sex, not exactly. The boys in each video just partied, though there was a sense of intimacy. The pain in her guts bent her suddenly. Blind, she by chance clicked on Ricky's profile. His image calmed Anjali at once. He was a hazel-eyed Californian, licking his teeth and draining a bottle of Bacardi for 14 admirers. He was live. While she succumbed to the intense pain with eyes closed and hands over her disgruntled abdomen, she heard him say, "No." Ahem. The wood chipper whirred over loud in the acres where the construction crew erected the new church. The parish had contracted the Boy Scout troop to cut down the tangled forest where the parking lot, immense beyond measure, would be. The forest was small, a few connected copses of oak, maple, and poison ivy. 15 boys and 2 adults would have weeping rashes by Tuesday evening. The chipper rumbled, and in the trees went, bough after bough, building an impressive mulch on the other end.
Look!
Shouted Lil Tad Taster, the senior patrol leader.
It's a friendly dog!
Now every boy looked up, and grins spread from one face to the next. Indeed, a dog was running from a house about a quarter mile away.
A friendly pup!
Several shouted, while others discussed the breed. A yellow lab? No, as it sprinted ever closer, it could really move. They saw it was a handsome golden retriever. It was running straight for them. They heard distant shouts, a man's voice, hard to hear.
What's he saying?
An adult asked the group of children. The children all perked ears as the dog sprinted ever closer.
Sloppy?
One child guessed.
No, it's like stop. Stop him. That's what he's saying.
The children agreed. The man was definitely shouting, "Stop him." It took them a second too long to realize the him the man was yelling about. The dog was a dart through the down forest, tongue out, close enough they could hear his frantic breath.
Oh no!
2 boys screamed as the dog jumped right into the woods. Ah! There. Do you see? Did that exist before I said it? It did not. I am the narrator, and my words are truth. Oh, yeah, I spin hot truths until they take shape. Oh, yes, I want to delight you. Oh, yes, but I caught your attention slipping, however minutely, during the first story. Oh, no, that won't do. I can't lose you for even a second. So I changed it up. Did you like where it went? Because I didn't. Unlike some people, I like dogs. But hey, whatever grabs your attention, listener. Zip, zap, kaboom! I can take you wherever I want. Whoosh! Did you want that first story? Ha ha, tee-hee. Sure, I'll give it to you. I can be sweet too. Ha-hee, ha-ha. Here's the end of the first story. Just the end. The girl returned with a red plastic bottle of what appeared to be drain cleaner.
What's that?
Ricky asked stupidly from the computer screen. Anjali climbed onto the back of her uncle's recliner. Then she twisted the cap open.
Hey, what do you do? Hey, oh, hey!
Ricky yelled. Anjali steadied the bottle over her uncle's mouth.
Wake up! Hey, old man, wake up!
Anjali poured the bottle, and it dribbled at first down the man's chin until it found his mouth and slunk down his throat.
Wake up! Hey, please, no!
Ricky was shouting now. His neighbors would complain in the morning. The little girl smiled, and the old man sputtered as a horrendous vapor floated like ribbons out of his mouth. His limbs jerked, and his head lolled drunkenly, so Anjali had to follow him with her pouring. Say you love me. Ricky watched the old man. How much had he swallowed? Say you love me.
I love you.
Then the feed cut off. Ricky shook his head and put his shirt back on. In the morning, he checked his bank account. He made $4,000. What? Did you want the middle of that story? Nope! I only gave you the most exciting, the most narrated parts, yeah, baby! Ha ha! Zip! Whoosh! Your narrator is me! I love you, and I want the very best for you, only the very best! So, okay. We're gonna try it again, but get into it! I can tell when you're slipping, and if that happens, I can't help myself. Ahem. Devin winced as he sat down on his hemorrhoid pillow. He had not been able to sit without pain since the surgeries. He raised a spoonful of bean paste to his lips and turned the TV on. Triumphant music blared.
14 whole human skeletons were exhumed from the swamp, and the Giffian family decided right then and there they would eat every single one.
Devin changed the channel quickly. His heart pounded, and he tasted pennies. On the next channel, the music was urgent, red graphic text scrolling across the screen. A shiny man in a bland suit barked directly into the camera.
Alert! An urgent bulletin is coming. Listeners with children, we advise you to cover their ears and send them to another room. This is not a test.
The instinct to check on a wife or daughter occurred to Devin, but it died quickly. He was all alone, somehow still cramping the small space. The TV anchor looked like he had seen a ghost.
Ahem. The Poughkeepsie Pickler has escaped death row.
Devin could hear the television crew gasp in the studio.
Officials have not released how he escaped, but they warn he may be dressed as either a baker or I think a cobbler. I'm not sure which one. There's like a few very specific words for some professions. Milliner, or maybe it's...
Devin had heard about the Pickler, but he had been in traction during the recent arrest and trial. Still, he recalled the chill down his spine when he first heard of the grisly picklings that claimed a spate of local pathetic bachelors.
Whatever the term for someone who makes candles, it's that. The following areas are at high risk.
Devin wanted to hear the words, but the screen went black.
What the? Hey!
Devin asked nobody. He stood up with great care so his stitches would not rip. He checked the TV, It was plugged in.
That's a noggin scratcher for sure.
He said, as the overhead lights sputtered, then went black. It was then Devin heard a strange noise outside. He slipped on his slippers, wrapped his shawl about his head, and stepped through the back door. He saw smoke rattling from a buzzing machine behind the neighbor's fence.
Wilson, what's all that racket?
He shouted at the top of a man's hat, peeking behind the fence.
Oh, hey there, Devin. Just rented a wood chipper from the big box hardware store.
Devin had never seen Wilson's mouth, just his eyes. Even his neighbors were strangers. He suspected the man was severely scarred.
Well, it's draining all my power and I can't watch TV.
But Wilson didn't hear Devin because of all the barking. Devin turned to where the broad brim of his neighbor's affable cap turned. Over the slope of the cul-de-sac, he saw it. Dozens of golden retrievers running straight for Wilson's yard. Straight for the...
Wilson! Turn off the wood chipper! Turn off the... Wilson!
Devin screamed.
Oh no!
Wilson yelped as dog paws carried him along into the wood chipper. Yeah, okay, so yeah, I did it again, but it wasn't because you were slipping. So why did I do it? You got ahead of me. You thought the frickin' pickler was gonna come up and pickle our sweet Devin. You wanted his pickling. Oh, jeez, oh gosh. Was it gonna happen? Well, not now. I'm the narrator. Don't you start filling in story on your own. It's what I do. All right, this next one is a test. Don't slip. Don't get ahead. Pay 100% attention and 1,000% stay in your lane, buddy. Yeah, this one can get wild if you just let it take you. Ahem. Chensey was waiting at the head of a hall of closed doors when he realized he had forgotten his number 2 pencil. He checked his bag. He had the notarized forms, 2 kinds of ID, the sealed vials of saliva, but no pencil. However, he did have a pen.
You'll just have to be extra careful, Chensey.
Chensey told himself.
Chensey!
Announced the mechanized voice on the intercom. Down the hall, the 6th door on the right opened, and a sliver of light shone out to mark the way. Chensey shuffled down the hall, careful to hide his limp as he walked. Nobody waited for him inside the room, but a chair had been pulled out from the table. Piled on top, he saw the many forms he would have to complete.
Please fill out accurately.
A speaker blared overhead.
If mistakes are made, extra forms can be found in the cabinet.
Chensey inspected the first form as he uncapped his pen. It was marked 22B5A and gathered all the basic info: name, address, carrier diseases, phone number. He began. In the second space, below the word name, he wrote CHENSY, left a space, then GLOVEMAKERSON. Then he stopped.
You goober, Chensey.
He had not noticed that the form designated separate spots for first name and last name. They would think his name was Glovemaker Chensey. He stood up and opened the cabinet. Inside, there were drawers for several forms: 17A, 17A, 63B, 47A, a 9996, and there, 22B, 5A. He grabbed a fresh page and took his seat. Below last name, he wrote GLOVEMAKERSON. Then, below first name, without thinking, he wrote GLOVEMA before he stopped himself.
Chensey, what are we gonna do with you?
He stood up, returned to the cabinet, retrieved another 22B5A, and sat down. Under last name, he wrote GLOVEMAKERSON. And then, almost exactly as before, he began to make another G.
Oh no!
Chensey stopped scribbling as quickly as he could. He inspected the form. There was a slight bit of a tip to the G, but it was faint. After a bit of indecision, Chensey decided it could pass as a C if he bolded the line a little. He breathed in relief, then continued, Hensy. He grinned to himself. He moved on to write his address, but found that the spaces provided below the words address, city, and zip code didn't line up properly.
Oh, what the heck?
He figured they must have misprinted the entire form, until he looked harder. Aha! He saw his mistake now. He had written his full name below the space-marked name, but it was supposed to go in the space above.
Don't you lose focus!
Chensey walked to the cabinet and returned with another 22B5A and laughed to himself a little as he filled in the form. Above last name, he wrote Gloveemakerson, and above first name, he wrote Glovem.
Chensey! At this rate, you're gonna be here all day.
Chensey sat up and went to the cabinet for another 22B5A. But when he sat down, he realized that what he had grabbed was not a 22B5A, but a 9996. He had made a mistake. He stood up, grabbed the 9996, and returned to the cabinet. What the? Gosh darn it. Sorry. Hold on. Someone's at the door. Ugh. It was just getting good, too. This better be the most important. I said I'm coming, darn it. Yeah, hello. What is it?
Door-to-door Chandler, may I come in?
Chandler? I don't know anybody named Chandler. Hey, oh, jeez. Yeah, sure, just barge in.
My name isn't Chandler. I am a Chandler. It's my profession.
Right, real normal profession, guy.
Might I use your bathroom?
Sure. Why not? You want to sleep in my bed, too?
I'll only be a moment.
Jeez, talk about pushy. Ugh. Don't worry, listener. I haven't forgotten about you. Just hold on a little.
Hey, what's taking so long in there?
It'll only be a moment more.
Ugh. So what is it, Chandler, anyway?
They make candles.
Yeah, now that you say it, I can see.
You changed out of your uniform. You're not a Chandler. You.
That's right. I'm a pickler.
The Poughkeepsie?
Yes, the Poughkeepsie pickler.
Oh, yes. Well, you see, I didn't even know you were, real. Actually, I came up with you a little earlier in a story, and, gosh, this is just a huge misunderstanding.
Dear narrator, don't you know? Every story is true.
No, please! I need that! No, you can't pickle that! No, please! I need that! No!
All right, one for me, one for the police. I'd say see you later, but I ain't seen many folks live much after a pickling. Adios, narrator.
Hello? Listener? Are you still there? I can't hear or see you. If you're still there, please, you have to call 911. I know you're still listening to me. Just please. Call 911. Tell them. Tell them I've been pickled. Say it hurt real bad. Please, just tell them. Why are you calling the police? This isn't funny. This is really serious. Is this about all the dog stuff before? That is so petty. You'd let someone die over that? I did that for you, you sicko! What is wrong with you? Come on. I was just kidding. I love you. I love you so. I lost consciousness for a second there. I've lost a lot of blood. The pickling was far from delicate. He pickled a lot of me. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Just please. Call 911. Just please. Just go. Just please. Fuck you! Hey, come on! Don't leave! Don't leave! Don't! Please! Come back!